What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, not necessarily an unboxing, but we are going to be discussing the 24-25 Topps Chrome Deluxe Edition Manchester United set and giving a roundup of what you can expect to see in this set. Now, of course, this is a very special edition because it is the first deluxe edition of a Topps Chrome set we're seeing from Manchester United. There's lots of cool cards in there, and being a United fan myself, there's a lot that I'd love to see if I ever got one of these boxes. But the first question is, what are you getting in the set? Well, I can answer that one pretty quickly for you. You are going to be getting 8 total cards per box, 5 autographs or autograph relics, 1 numbered relic card, and 2 numbered insert cards. So if you're a Manchester United fan, I think you're going to be getting plenty in each box that you get. My concern probably comes in terms of how much this is going to cost, because as we've seen with recent releases, when you have a lower amount of cards and you're getting the amount of stuff like you're getting in here, this could be a pretty pricey box for everybody. In terms of prices, I've not been able to see anything online in terms of what you can get or how much it's going to cost. We'll find it out pretty soon though, because the box does release on the Topps website on the 31st of July at 1 o'clock British saving time. So, that being said, what kind of cards can we expect to see? Well, let's get into it straight off the box, shall we? So you can see, like I said before, you've got your 8 total cards per box, and these are just some of the cards you can expect to see in the set. So we start out with obviously the Patrick Dorgu card at number to 25. You've got Phil Neville 1 of 1 in the Class of 92 set, which will be in there. And then, of course, you've got your legend sets, which will highlight various legends from across Manchester United's history. And, of course, on the particular picture we're seeing now, you're getting the 5 of 5 Ryan Giggs. And, of course, there is a checklist to be had, as there is with every set. And that will be celebrating the club's legacy. So you're going to get inserts like Old Trafford Ovation. So that's what you're seeing there with the Dorgu card. The 92 class, which Phil Neville, and Old Timers, which will be looking at various sort of records that have been set. So for Ryan Giggs, it's appearances. For Rooney, it'll be goals. And there'll be various other things as well that'll go into those checklists. And in terms of the parallels, you're going to get gold, orange, purple, black, red devil, which is out of 5, and then a superfractor, which is a 1 of 1. And to be honest, the one I'm most looking forward to, if I even get a hold of a pack of these, would be a 1 of 1 Wayne Rooney, which does look pretty special. But that's just my opinion being a Man United fan. So as I mentioned before, you do get 5 autographs and auto relics per box, and it's loaded with the players that you can get on that list. So you've got likes of Wayne Rooney, Ryan Giggs, Scholes, Keane, Robson, Ferguson, Dwight York, Rio Ferdinand, Diallo, Chido Obi, and then you've got the members of the Class of 92. The one disappointment, of course, is David Beckham won't be part of this set, but he, of course, has the rights with Panini at the moment, so that's why he won't be included here. But everyone else that you would expect to see is pretty much on there. And as you can see with the cards on display here, you've got the Rooney 1 of 1, which is obviously probably the main chase card for me if I was to get hold of any of these packs. And then you've got the Rooney signed autos, Kobe Mainu, as we've highlighted before, Neville 92 out of 92, Chido Obi, Rio Ferdinand, Diallo, Zlatan's on there as well, Kanchelskis. The list is stacked, and I think if you're a Man United fan or a fan of a particular player, not necessarily being a United fan yourself, there's going to be plenty of chases in this set. So yeah, in terms of the autograph sets, there are different things obviously that you'll see in each set. The all-timer autographs are mainly focused on Rooney and Giggs. There's Class of 92 autographs, that speaks for itself. You've got the diverse player checklist of the Speak of the Devil autographs. I'm assuming that's kind of a bunch of current team and a load of legends. You've then got the Manchester United Chrome autographs, which are classic and current stars, like I mentioned before. You've got Moments auto relics, which are tied to specific events. So I'm assuming things like the second Rooney card may be highlighting that. So you might get, if they've scored a particularly important goal. Maybe it's Solskjaer's knee slide or something like that. We might see things like that in the set. And then you've got Treble Legends auto relics. So that's match-worn memorabilia from the 99 squad. So that is pretty special on of itself. And then you have the main chase, which I've mentioned a billion times already, but it's the backed by the Red Devil Rooney Auto Relic, which is 1 of 1, a match 1 Devil emblem from Rooney's kit. So yeah, and all the autograph sets, of course, have the parallels set to them. So that's orange out of 25, purple out of 15, black out of 10, red devil out of 5, and then the super fractures 1 of 1. And then if you look at the inserts, you've got the Old Trafford ovation. So someone applauding the crowd or being introduced to the crowd or whatever. Man United Chrome, club-wide coverage. 92 Academy Legends says all it needs to say. All-timer focuses on the records held by Giggs and Rooney. And again, these are going to have various parallels to them. And we'll obviously have to wait and see when these cards come out, what they look like. And then you've got your relic cards, which are tributes to all Red Devils. The United Club crest, which features the United Club lettering on it, which will be pretty special. And then the Treble Legends relics and things like that. Yeah, it looks like a really cool set if you're a Man United fan, and it probably is worth the money to you if you are a United fan. To anyone else, I don't know. Maybe you're just a collector who wants to try and get the most rare cards. This is probably going to be up your street. Again, like I mentioned before, my main concern with this set is obviously the price of it, because I think this is going to be a pretty pricey set, in all honesty. I think we could be seeing in the hundreds quite easily. I think my lowest end, if I was to put a prediction on it, would probably be the 300 mark, and then the higher prediction would be probably maybe £500, depending on how they want to do this. Because again, it's not necessarily about the players that we've got currently at Manchester United. It's about the legends, and of course, there's a whole raft of legends up and down that club, and of course, there are relics to chase as well. Of course, with the Rooney set and Giggs and people like that. So yeah, it's going to be the first ever release that they do for Man United in the Topps Chrome set, so it's going to be pretty special, and I for one will be looking out for people who are opening these boxes. Honestly, if you are just getting into collecting, I don't know if this is going to be the box to buy for you. This may be something you want to get in on at Whatnot or something like that, if you want to maybe get some spots on some streams. Again, a case will only contain 3 of these boxes, so that tells you how expensive these things are probably going to be. So yeah, my prediction is probably going to be about £300-400 per box. We'll see what it looks like when it comes out on the 31st of July, when the release hits, and then when people get hold of the boxes in the next few days. Though I'm sure there are some very special people in the YouTube sphere who may already have their hands on it and are just waiting for the videos to go live, and we'll have to wait and see what these cards look like. But yes, very excited to see what these cards look like. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of this set. Do you think it is something special, or is it something you're going to pass on because A, you despise Man United, or it maybe the price is just a little bit too much for yourself, which is completely fair. But as always, folks, if you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one for more trading card news.